It says live, so probably.
The worst thing you can do is start a live stream by
Are we on?
immediately it makes us look like we're big idiots. Hello, welcome to Ghastly Tales Live.
Oh, wait a minute. Say it with a little bit more enthusiasm.
Hello, you ghastly guys and gals. Welcome to
Less
Ghastly
camp.
Tales Live. I'm going to spin you around all the people. We've got Mike. Some of you may or may not know Mike. Mike is a fairly fundamental member of Ghastly Tales. Mike has done various things over the years, like committing.
This sounds like you're auditioning to be Terry Wogan's replacement.
I'm just reading your obituary. I'm assuming you would get me to write it.
Can you send me the link for the live stream?
Probably. If you
That's
ask nicely.
lovely.
No worries. So there's Michael, and then we've got Slick Mick right here.
Yep,
Representing.
the handsome man of Ghastly Tales.
Michael says that every time, and Mick still won't kiss him.
It's true! He's the handsome man who drinks small cans of beer.
But we don't hold it against him.
It's a Dutch way.
Yeah, the Dutch way.
Yep.
Small but many.
Yep, definitely.
So,
Many.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Can I actually go on the... Can I watch the stream?
Yeah.
Technology! Ah!
Well, if you can't watch the stream immediately, we're fucked, because, you know,
Yeah.
it's quite a sensitive part. Fletcher, what's happening, G?
Hey, Fletcher. What a name that is.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
like
pretty
a
good.
detective.
So we're all... Oh, wait, how do I...
A little bit of alliteration.
Ah, there we are.
Sounds like Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Is Chevy Chase his real name, though?
I have now got to the age where most of my references are from the 1980s. So I do apologise.
You've been doing that for a while.
Yes, we have. But I will.
Yes, in the 80s, probably.
I will hold off on introducing the books that we're going to be doing. That sounds really boring, doesn't it? Choose your own adventure, people.
We've got you now.
I know.
Books and shit.
I know, you're here. Now we're just going to read a book to you.
Yeah. Right, hang on. I'm going to let some motherfuckers know that the horror hangout is happening. We should have been more prepared.
Hold on.
We also still have those the Walking Dead Steam keys.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have a giveaway again because.
By the way, I might have forgotten to send the ebook to whoever won last time. I just remembered that the other day, so I'll need to sort that out.
It's in the emails. You can.
Yeah,
access
I
them.
know we got emails, and I've been very busy.
All right. That's what Nazi war criminal said. That was the problem.
Yes, always resorts to Nazism.
Wait,
Yeah,
have we got another Fletcher in the chat? We've got two
What?
Fletchers.
No, that's impossible.
This is like
No,
what?
is this a clan meeting?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Two
This is
Fletchers.
yeah.
This is weird.
My cousin is Andy Fletcher. I probably shouldn't have said his full name.
And he lives at such and such a place, and he hates children and small animals.
So I am going to say that somehow I am an honorary, if I can even say the word Fletcher. Right.
That was
We've got a few
long-winded.
things- I know, I often am. We've got a few things to do in the live stream tonight. Well, I say a few. We have some Choose Your Own Adventure books, which are horror related. They're going to be fun.
Loosely.
No, well, right. One is an Indiana Jones book, but that's not the point.
It is. It is the point.
It's bad, but it's Indiana Jones and the Cup of the Vampire, which means that there's some horror-related shenanigans going on. The other one is the Horror of High Ridge, which Mick, you said you preferred.
Yeah, of course. It's got horror in the title. It should be good.
Yeah, that's true. Is that, so
Yeah,
wait,
but
bring that back up. Bring that back up.
Harrison Ford's face on it.
Bring that book back up, Horror High Ridge. Is that Jimmy Savile? On the left. That is no, not the kids. The blue face on the left. That looks like James P. Savile.
Oh God, so it does.
Yes. BBC pedo propaganda.
Well, it could be because he's one of the ghosts.
Oh, there you go.
It's easily,
Maybe
easily.
that's why the kids are so scared.
So do we start with one of these, or do we play that game? What's that game that you found?
That game, well, it's quite a hard sell, I think, to people coming in cold because it's essentially running a newspaper. But I'll let Mick describe it because Mick's the one that found it.
Yeah, it's I haven't played it myself, so I've got no idea. But
Well, Mick, you're on fire. You're
yes,
chest-
oh god, you know me. The premise is that you are in Arkham, like the big Lovecraft main town, and you're running a newspaper on paranormal stories, and you have to send out investigators to investigate stuff, like investigators usually do. And I don't know how it works, but it's Lovecraftian, so I was already sold without even playing it. So we'll see.
I love the random people that turn up. Talha, I will pass it on. I love the random people that turn up in the chat.
Yeah, I tell her if you want a bit of advice, mate. Like, I mean, everyone loves their grand, but not that much.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, don't read the chat, mate.
Okay.
Well,
don't
there's
read
sometimes
the
you
chat.
can't unread.
Because I mean, I like to go down into the darkness, but it's already doesn't normally happen by the third person to comment. So.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Will we try the game then? And if it's rubbish, we'll just do something
No,
else.
I think we should start with the book. Or actually, to be honest, I think
we should wait for the book.
We should do a discussion topic first. Actually, I think.
The Ghostbusters trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Horrible Ghostbusters trailer.
That's a nice soft introduction.
Are we gonna watch it? Because I haven't seen it for a while.
No, Michael's gonna act it out.
Okay, you ready? The power of Patty compels you.
Yeah.
To modern dance, right?
That's all. That's all you need to know about the new Ghostbusters trailer. It is horrible. The only thing is, you can say that you can't really entirely judge the film based on the trailer. It could be that the trailer's absolutely awful, but considering that they then tried to very quickly release another trailer, which they thought was better,
I haven't seen it.
and it was worse, doesn't really instill you with much faith. I mean, I don't have a problem, but this is the thing that really annoys me. With the Ghostbusters trailer, if people who are criticising it are being labelled as misogynists, sexist, and yes, there are unfortunately idiots that are like that about it, where they're just annoyed that it's female Ghostbusters, but it's not about that. It's about, is it going to be a good film or not? And it looks terrible.
It does.
I think you can't just hide behind that though. Like, you can't just use that as a stock defense. It's just like, oh, you guys don't like it because you're misogynist. It couldn't possibly be because it's a bad film. It has to be that because it's now women in it, that's reason people like it, and that's not the only reason people don't like it. Hello, like ghosts. How's it going?
Hi,
it has indeed been a while.
Well, to be fair, when I first heard of the premise that it was going to be a woman team, I was actually quite excited about it. Actually, when I saw the first screenshot,
You've been dreaming about that, hadn't you?
What?
You've been making special Ghostbusters stories with ladies in it in your head for some time. Those jumpsuits, those baggy jumpsuits.
Those jumpsuits. Now, you see, now we're getting on dangerous territory, Callum.
Well, that's misogyny. Oh, fuck.
Yes.
See, it's that easy. It's that
not
easy.
No, but actually, I thought that this could be really fresh. You know, this could be a really fresh take on this could be a really cool reboot because you have to have new characters, especially since Bill Murray. I don't know what I was going to say about Bill Murray.
Well, the camera set to you, so you're going to need to justify that happening.
Do you know, it probably doesn't help that we discussed this trailer before we started the live stream.
We didn't properly discuss it.
Yeah, we said it a bit, but
we've said before, like, we've had this discussion before the trailers even come out. I think the film that people really wanted to see was like a continuation of it, like the franchising idea. You know, the idea that you had like the original Ghostbusters and they got a bit too old, and now all of a sudden there was franchises. You know, that could work. I mean, we don't know that's not the case. They've said that the people, you know, the original guys are only going to turn up in a cameo. Harold Ramis is coming as a ghost, I think. But you know, no. Oh.
What?
That joke
You just all of a sudden just stopped.
Yeah, no one laughed at my joke.
What? I didn't even get it.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
We're on
I passed it. Anyway, so rumor has it they're just coming back to do like cameos and stuff, but there's a possible that is the way. But it very much seems to be that it's like a hard reboot in the sense that these women are setting up the first Ghostbusting agency. But I think it would have been a lot better received had it been like a franchise thing.
The only thing I can think of with that is that somehow they're going to try and do like a parallel universe idea with it, because they talk about in the trailer, they talk about it's related to quantum physics. And also the fact that all the surviving original Ghostbusters are going to be in on it, but that's terrifying, Mick.
I know it keeps doing that. Yeah, it just keeps zooming in on them.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I didn't.
Is it like a trigger word though? Is it every time you say Ghostbusters? Oh fuck!
I'm not doing anything. This is really fun.
It's something about Ghostbusters.
It was really frightening. No. It was really frightening the way
I
the
don't
camera
know
zoomed in on your face.
why this is happening.
I don't know too.
Sorry to hear you're feeling a bit down.
Don't worry, we'll perk you up.
Yeah, we've prepared absolutely nothing for this live stream, so we're convinced that we will entertain you.
Just wait.
No, but I think that there's well, at least I felt there was a chance that what they were going to do was they were going to have some sort of moment in the film where you see like some sort of rift into another dimension, and maybe you would see the original Ghostbusters. That was my feeling. But if the rumours are true about the leaked script, then that's all bullshit, and they are actually just playing random characters, which is shit.
That is exceptionally shit.
Also, like the special effects were terrible. I didn't like the way the ghost looked at all. There's like so many things wrong with it. It's really weird to just throw it on the female cast, because that's not the problem here. It's not the problem at all. Actually.
I would like to see a Ghostbusters movie that's like Ernie Hudson's the only one that's left.
And they still sideline him.
He's just trying to keep everything together. And
that's the thing that annoys me so much about this new Ghostbusters, the fact that it has been set up as if it's super progressive for women, but at the end of the day, the black character in it is sassy and has street smarts, whereas the three white characters all have degrees and some sort of scientific discipline, and you can't be progressive and have that. I mean, that was maybe acceptable to a degree in the original Ghostbusters.
No, but they didn't even do that here. Ernie Hudson, Ernie Hudson wasn't walking in with fucking hammer pants on and and just like drinking malt liquor out of a fucking bag. How's dude? Ernie Hudson is always looking ripped.
I know.
No, not anymore.
As in R.I.P.
I'm going to try and bring that photo up of Ernie Hudson getting bummed by his own cardboard cutout. That's one of my favourite photos of all time.
Right, you do realise now you're going to have to actually find that.
Yeah, I'm going to find it. But yeah, no, this is the thing. Like, Ernie Hudson was brought in as the relatable, like everyman. He didn't have any connections. I mean, obviously Peter Venkman's got a pretty fucking tenuous link. Scientifically, he's not contributing too much. Ernie Hudson's the guy that comes in and knows nothing about it, and it's just there to do it. It's never played on the fact.
But it is shoehorned into the movie, though. It's one thing I will say, and I do think that the original Ghostbusters.
Can't shoehorn Ernie Hudson. It's not possible.
The original Ghostbusters is one of my favourite films, obviously, but.
That's also your only T-shirt.
That does, yeah. But it does feel like his character doesn't really add anything to the plot. Yeah. So it does feel as if with the original Ghostbusters that they got halfway through the film and realised it was only white people that were in it.
I'm typing Ernie Hudson bent over.
As great as he is, that's kind of how it felt with the first film. So what really annoys me is the fact that they're saying, oh, this film's 30 odd years later and it's going to be progressive and it's going to be about equality. Well, equality would be having a mixed group of people in the team. And it wouldn't be reversing it so that the secretary... That's the thing. They've made the secretary Chris Helms. They've made
Hemsworth. Who's Chris Helms?
Sorry. Chris Helms is lead singer of the Seahorses, I believe.
Imagine him about it's a bit of eye candy. Fucking Chris Helms.
Yeah, but Chris Hemsworth is the secretary that Janine Melnitz was.
Yeah.
But Janine wasn't daft.
Nope.
She was a wee bit quirky, but she wasn't.
Girls,
she wasn't.
Bastards.
She wasn't stupid. Whereas they've made Chris Helms.
Chris Helms.
They've made. I know. I was joking.
Yeah.
They've made him some sort of dumb blonde.
Yeah.
So it's actually.
But is it okay for women to do that? That's the ridiculous thing. It's okay for them to have like a male sex object and for them to make fun of them. But if it was another Ghostbusters film where with a stupid female character, everyone would be going, all this fucking third wave feminism bullshit would be striking up. Feminism isn't bullshit, but the third wave of it is. There's too many fucking people these days fighting for safe spaces and, you know, crushing other people's right to speak about stuff. It's bullshit. Anyway, who wants to see a picture of Ernie Hudson bent over?
I think that would be a good change of pace.
Let's do it. Okay, give us a second.
If it's good, it'll be mixed next tattoo.
Yeah. Why do we do this on this one? Oh, screen share. All right. This is the business. This is one of my favourite photographs of all time. Oh, Ernie, you're a character. You're a character.
Oh, that's
just
amazing.
That look of complete submission in his face as well.
Dark Truth. I started narrating just because I love horror stories, and also I'm mainly a writer, so it was a way for me to narrate my own stories as well. Reach a bigger audience, because there are a lot of people out there who don't like reading stories, but they enjoy listening to them. So
look at that! Someone says Ghastly, someone said Ghastly in the chat, and immediately Michael's gone, "That's me!" Forget
I'm the only narrator here, so
true.
Come on, Martin.
Martin.
I know. There are two other narrators on the channel as well. There's Martin and Whitney who narrate as well. Satisfied, Cal? Half an hour?
Yeah, it's all right. I feel okay. Yeah, I'm just joshing you. I'm just pulling you.
You happen to have a picture of Harold Ramis bumming Ernie Hudson? Because
currently, you don't want to see a picture of Harold Ramis.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's one of those names that I've always mispronounced. I've always called him Ramis.
Right. Do you know, I wish I could find it.
Oh, that's the most dismissive thing Cam's ever done to me.
No.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Whatever, Michael.
Yeah.
Do you know what's ridiculous, right? I wish I had a picture of him. My godfather looks a fucking ringer for Egon Spengler.
Should you be sharing pictures of him on a live stream?
I don't have pictures of him.
You don't have a picture of your own godfather?
No.
Callum.
Because
He tried so hard to be a guiding influence, and you're
no,
like...
well, to be fair, I've got to the point now where, like, if my parents died, I'm not going to move into his house. Fuck, we're now responsible for this reprobate.
It'd be funny if he actually moved into your flat. It was like, listen, Callum, rules are rules. I'm still waiting. Come in here.
I'm still waiting for you to move into my flat.
That'll happen when my wife leaves me.
That's fine.
For me, I like how you say when instead of if.
No, well, God bless her. You know, if she could put up with me forever, then amazing.
They're like that.
But if not, then
you always have Callum.
Callum will have to pick up the pieces.
They're like water and mortar. They'll be fine.
I thought you were going to say they were like water and oil. Yes, I love my wife very much. She may be watching this, guys.
Yeah.
She may be watching this.
Yeah. She may be the only person watching this, but shut Castells. Right, I'm gonna go get some more ice up in this motherfucker.
Oh, Christ.
What?
On you go. No, on you go. Hi guys, I started the live stream. Bye, yeah.
That's cool. We can talk about Callum behind his back now. That's great.
That's fine.
Go on then, Callum.
Off you pop.
Shout.
On you go.
Hi. What a character.
Look at that. He's trying to block the fact that you can see his bed in the background.
Is he gone?
I don't know what he's
What's he doing?
I don't know.
I think.
Callum, stop it. Anyway, you're right about the look of the ghosts in the Ghostbusters trailer. They look like something out of Scooby-Doo.
Yep. Which could even be fun if it was more.
If it was
over the top.
Scooby-Doo. If it was Scooby-Doo, it'd be fun.
Yeah. No, but anyway, I think it was either too over the top or not over the top enough. But it didn't look fun. It just didn't look fun at all. You know, and like where's Slimer? You need something like that. You know?
But he is in it. He is in it. But at the end of the day, it's when they shot the original Ghostbusters, right? It was a story about, in the beginning, 3 guys who are in the real world, and it's shot in a way. It's not shot like a bland comedy. It's where everything is evenly lighted. It's shot as
Evenly lit.
Evenly lit. It's shot as I know. Fucking, I need proofreaders. It's shot as a real world.
A safe shit comedy.
But Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters, isn't shot like that. It's shot like it's the 40-year-old virgin or Bridesmaids, or it doesn't have that real world feel to it.
No,
And
I agree. Yeah.
They're missing the point of it. And plus, I don't even know. I can't even plus anymore about it.
Alan's just sent through the proofs for his new Pinhead drawing. Looking pretty sweet. I don't know whether we should make this some kind of stream exclusive.
Oh, he's sent him on the.
No,
Yeah.
don't show them until the video.
Oh,
No,
you
he
hear
won't.
that guy? You hear that guy? Love and magic. Oh my god.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, maybe we should tell the audience what we're looking at because.
Yeah, Alan, for some of these people that know him, on here is our resident artist, and he quite often he's been doing for us more recently some drawings of horror icons, I suppose, and he's just recently done Pinhead.
Yeah, speed paintings.
It's looking pretty tasty.
It's looking damn
So
amazing.
we do the regular kind of YouTube streaming thing of moaning about the fact that we've got more subs than ever, but we've got like a quarter of the viewers we normally would. Should we take our anger out on the people that are actually watching, like most people on YouTube usually do? Not enough people have turned up.
Do you know? I hate that. You're always so lucky to even have just one person watch you.
Yeah, exactly.
And see these people that get really. It's like they feel that they've got a sense of privilege. It's entitlement where
Of course I do. I mean,
have thousands of people.
I'm sacrificing my free evening here for these people, and they're not even watching.
Yeah. That's right enough.
What else would we be doing?
I'm grateful.
To be honest.
bastards.
Yeah. Welcome, Jack Reaper. How's it going? Kirsten. Welcome, of course, as well.
Good day to you all.
Turn up now. Their fucking ears are burning.
I know.
Is it?
No, it's actually been great recently because we were kind of. Maybe we'll still do a video for it, but there's no point in us doing like a 2,000 subs video now because we've just.
Because 2,000 subs is fucking yes.
It's in the past.
Yeah, we've been there.
So
done that.
we hit 2,000 subs a few weeks ago, but we're now actually closer to 3,000.
Yeah.
So we should probably do a 3,000 subs video.
2,678.
Yeah.
That is the golden number.
In your face, world.
That's when you know you are on an upward slope. Oh, Gary, what's up?
Hey.
Welcome, my Scumdonian brethren.
Oh God. But yeah, just final thoughts on the new Ghostbusters.
Shit.
Yeah, I originally was going to go and see it because I thought it's a Ghostbusters film. I have to go and see it.
Yeah.
But I have decided after watching the trailers that I'm just not going to give them my money.
So what you're saying is go and see the Jungle Book instead.
I've heard the Jungle Book's actually quite good.
So have I actually. so go and see the Jungle
in your
Book.
face, Cal.
But yeah, should we have some kind of like Scottish rating system where we've got like porridge and gruel? There's like, is it going to be porridge or is it going to be gruel? I'm saying gruel.
I don't know. Jack's getting awful xenophobic in his old age.
Jack's just xenophobic. Welcome to the racist part of the chat.
No,
Jack,
that's what I'm saying, Jack. I'm not going to watch the new Ghostbusters in cinema. At least I'm not going to give them my money, unless, I mean, if the reviews come out and they're like all is forgiven, it's fantastic, then I might go and watch it. But
feminist
no.
masterpiece.
Yeah,
Maybe we should do some kind of apology thing if it actually turns out to be a good movie.
I'm
the
not
thing is,
apologizing.
though,
No way.
there are people who will review that film well simply because there's been such a social justice warrior mindset attached to it that they'll feel like, and it is a positive thing, there should be more female roles, female leads.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
yeah, definitely.
Unless it's a Star Wars film.
No, Callum.
The last two, right? Okay, I'm not saying it right, but to be fair, right, this strong independent women that don't need no man thing, right, can work. But the majority of the time they do it, they just end up creating these cardboard women with absolutely no flaws that can just do everything, and that doesn't make them interesting characters.
But the thing is, we don't need women that don't need no man, because I need a woman in my life. So, but
I want fragile, insecure women, and I want them to my house right now. Make me.
No, but I mean more like it's not realistic. Like it's also like a character. It's also a stereotype. We need, if we watch movies, we need good, well-rounded characters. It doesn't matter if they're black or white or women or men, as long as they're like good characters. And I don't really like the whole strong, independent, I don't need a man kind of.
Well, take it this way, right?
Sass. You don't like the sass.
Let's look at like John Matrix and Commando, right? He's like just a guy that fucking just takes care of business and does what he does, right? Is he an interesting character? Not particularly, because he just fucking does everything and never has any issues.
Yeah, but what makes it work is just the fact that you've got Arnie.
Arnie in there.
That's it.
Wrong.
It's also got Bennett in the chainmail outfit. I will kill you, John.
Stick your head out, John. Stick your head out. I'm going to shoot you between the eyes. I'm going to shoot you between the balls.
Every time I watch it, though, I just expect him to like belt out "Who Wants to Live Forever" because he's a dead ringer.
Very good point from Jack.
Every time you watch it, how often do you watch the movie?
Once a week.
Jack said that,
every Friday. Friday is Commando Day. In this house, we shall watch Commando.
We get a log on our shoulder and we just walk around the room. But Jack Reaper just made a good point about the fact that Ripley is a great heroine and her gender never really enters the plot, except from when later on when they did the kind of, like motherhood allegory kind of thing. But Alien Resurrection and Alien 3 now don't exist.
Right,
so.
don't. Alien 3 is a good film.
Yeah, it's alright.
But it's okay. Yeah. No, but actually, Ripley is a very good point. It really doesn't matter with her if she's a man or a woman, and I think that's, unless you're really making a movie about gender, you can do that. But
you could argue though that there is this strong sort of mother theme in Aliens, but yeah, like I think you're right. It doesn't matter. That could have worked just as well for guys. It could for women. I think that's part of the problem is whenever you've got either a female lead or you've got minorities, they always reference them. It's like I always really liked that, like Red Dwarf, the TV series, which is the first 6 series of that are gold. The two of the leads in that series are black, and it's never once referred to. Shut up, Cal. It's never once referred to.
No.
I don't know. I think they play up pretty heavily on Cat being black,
being like Prince.
Yeah, with the fucking get up he does and
it's never referenced though, and especially with Lister, it's never brought up.
Well, he's not very black though, is he? Like, in both in body and mind, Craig Charles. Nah, he's pretty English.
Yeah. So.
But the only problem with Ripley, I guess, was the kind of like she's this strong, independent character for the whole film, and then at the end of it, like it's just like, all right, we need a scene with a woman in some pants, some terrible pants. Let's do it.
Yeah, but it was the 80s, so.
Yeah, that's true.
79, gentlemen. Come on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I hadn't had the 80s yet. That's right. Somehow
Yeah, really well.
a bit of nipple action. That's right. Anyway, off the topic of that, let's get down to business. I think we should fire into one of your own books, Michael.
Yep.
Okay, right. Everyone in the chat. So I'm going to give everyone a vote. We're going to do a horror choose your own adventure.
So we've got 2 books, 2 people in the chat.
I'll read a portion of it, and then you guys make the decision as to what's going to happen next.
No, we're going to base it. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Right, but
we're going to base it on cover, though.
Which book? We've got the Horror of High Ridge, and we've got Indiana Jones and the Cup of the Bat. Screw it, we're doing Horror of High Ridge.
Oh fuck!
Yes.
Mick has been asking for a long time.
Yeah, I want that one.
If we've got enough time, we'll do Indiana Jones. Okay, so this is the Horror of High Ridge.
Oh god, I'm scared already.
Indiana Jones all day long. Thanks, Jack. What's fantastic about this at the front of the book is there's actually reviews by children.
Welcome, Morgana.
By children, there's reviews by children. Though I don't like reading much, I loved this. Robert Gladman, age 10. These are the best books I've... Oh my god!
What?
Michael Whitehouse.
These are the best, these are the best books I've read. Emma Whitehouse.
Oh.
There aren't many Whitehouses.
We do not talk about Emma Whitehouse, though.
It's so exciting choosing your own adventure. You have to think really quickly if things are to go all right. Barry K, aged 11.
Right, here's the thing, right? This is the thing, right? Barry particularly, right? Let's see if anyone agrees with me, right? There's names that you associate with adults, right? And Barry is one of them.
Yeah.
Like, little baby Barry, right? It just doesn't work. But when they grow up, alright, it's kind of thing. But I don't know, as children, I just don't think it works. Anyway.
Bernard.
Yeah.
You see a baby called Bernard. But there must have been one.
Oh, of course.
There must have been, yeah.
There must have been. Unless all Bernards were just born completely formed.
Oh, fuck.
Into adulthood.
Google Hangouts has gone back to that switching when people chat thing, and right now it's just like fucking YMCA. Born slipping.
Right, okay. There is actually, in this book, it does give you a warning at the start. So, and basically it says, do not read this book straight through from beginning to end. Probably won't make a lot of sense. These pages contain many different adventures you can have in the little town of High Ridge. From time to time, as you read along, you will be asked to make a choice. Your choice may lead to success or disaster. Let's stay away from disaster, people.
No, let's go for disaster.
No.
Yes. Yes.
The adventures you take are a result of your choices. So that's basically they're guilting the children who played these books. Like if they lead characters to their death.
Then Indiana Jones died. Well done. You have fucking idiots.
You have blood on your hand.
This is why your father hates you.
Think carefully before you make a move. In this ghostly battle for revenge, any choice might be your last. Will you save yourself from the horror of High Ridge, or will you be trapped forever? It all depends on you. Good luck.
Be trapped.
Okay, can I ask the chat something?
Yes.
If there's ever going to be a choice where the characters have to split up, you're all with me, right? And say they have to split up and not stay together. Yeah? Cool.
If someone has to step outside into the dark and investigate a strange noise they heard, then they have to go.
Yeah, we go for that. I'm not trying to influence you or anything, but I would love you forever if you're with me.
Okay, are we all sitting comfortably?
I'll put my iced tea and we'll go.
Now, usually with these, there's a couple of pages at the beginning to set the book before you actually get your choices, and then after that, it's short passages. So here we go. You're standing at the window of your cabin, looking out onto the street. The waning moon shines quietly over High Ridge.
I think I've done well in life.
It reflects on the frost beginning to form, giving each building of the small mountain town a glowing outline. Earlier that evening, You said goodnight to your friends, Ricardo and Lisa, who have been spending the summer with you, searching for your great uncle Rush's buried fortune.
Sounds like a typical vacation, yeah.
Yeah. Then you settled down into your favourite parlour chair with an obscure volume of High Ridge history. You hoped this book would give you some clues to the whereabouts of the fortune. After a few hours, you dozed off. Then a sound outside startled you awake. You jumped to the window to look out. At first, you heard nothing. You're beginning to wonder if you imagined it. Then the sound... then the sound that woke you, a moaning scarier than any sound you have ever heard, begins again. They have to just remind you that it's scary.
Can we already go outside?
No. There's a couple of pages before you start to get into the choices.
Go straight to 106.
Because I'm saying we go outside already and just check it out.
Yeah, you found the treasure.
It's not a role-playing game.
Congratulations.
I know.
You know, that's the difference.
There's a man sitting outside, he just says, "You have won the game." That's it.
But that's the difference with, like, geography plays a big thing with, like, buried treasure, because it sounds like they might be in for some Aztec gold or something like that. But if it was in, like, Glasgow and, like, it was your uncle's buried treasure, it would maybe be a couple of old Mayfairs or some old Tennant super cans. Remember the old ones that used to have ladies on them?
Yeah.
Them, or maybe even a little bit of heroin. Again, the chat's trying to wind us up. I like Ghost. No, I wanted to read the chat quickly because it'd been good enough to turn out. I like Ghost says she'll be listening but not terribly active, a bit like us. And Jack Reaper said I'll be terribly active and not listening. So that'll be a good balance. All right, okay, thanks.
So you heard a noise outside the cabin. I don't like this, you say to yourself, thinking of the history of High Ridge. You've just read that 100 years ago, and again 50 years ago, something happened in High Ridge so horrible that most people won't talk about it, and the accounts of those who do are very different. The links between both incidents are horrible moans and the disappearances or ghastly deaths of town residents.
Every time you hear ghastly, I've got to take a drink.
I have to overemphasize it. Just as your pounding heart slows to not... Sorry, I fucking skipped ahead.
You are dead.
You're the narrator here, right?
The end. You hop back into your chair and pull the blanket over your head. Just as your pounding heart slows to normal, you are startled by a nearby scream. You whip off the blanket. It's Lisa. The scream stops.
What are you doing
Lisa
in my
laughs
room?
with relief. Oh, it's you with the blanket over your head. I thought you were a ghost. This guy's an idiot. I woke up when I heard a noise. She points to your book, where it landed on the floor when you jumped up. Ricardo comes running in. What's going on? I heard screaming. I don't know why he's got an accent.
But wait a second. I've totally lost what happened because there's.
Right. Indiana Jones went into his wife's room, right? Ricardo's wife's room.
It's not Indiana Jones.
And she thought it was Ricardo, and now Ricardo's come into the room.
Double figures, gentlemen. Let's continue.
Living in America.
Then the morning starts again. Lisa and Ricardo run to the window. What's that? They shout together. I heard it a minute ago. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
ISIS.
Let's go find out what it is, suggests Ricardo. Are you crazy? Cries Lisa. Listen to it. It's scary. They need to keep reminding you that it's scary.
Yeah.
Well, sure it is. That's what makes it fun. I say let's leave the cabin and see what it is. Ricardo's an idiot. Not me, says Lisa. I don't want to go tramping around in the dark.
Come on, it's a Saturday night, Lisa.
I don't want to go tramping around in the dark looking for whatever is making that horrible sound. Both of them turn to look at you. Hold it, you two. Before we make a decision, I have to tell you what I've been reading. Reading? Lisa asks. I don't know why she's got a deeper voice.
Reading?
What is this? A book report? Ricardo asks.
Burn! Sick!
Oh, sick.
No, wait.
Shots fired.
A little angrily. This is important. I've been reading this book, High Ridge, an oral history.
Oh, best kind.
It's mostly a lot of ghost stories told by old-timers. Some of the ghosts are Indians, some are prospectors. They founded this town, remember? So what? Quiet, Ricardo, Lisa says. Go on, I want to hear more. Right, we've nearly come to a choice.
Where are we geographically then if there's Native Americans? I'm assuming it's Native Americans.
Yeah, we're in America.
Yeah.
The stories about what happens with the ghosts are conflicting. Some say the prospector ghosts kill the Indian ghosts, and some it's the other way around. Obviously, this was written before people were actually using the term Native American.
I was just going to argue, like people from India just walking around there.
I know.
I know. Why are
prospectors?
And the second it's going to say coloured.
Why are there so many Indians here? Some say the prospector ghosts kill the Indian ghosts. In some, it's the other way around. And in some, both kinds of ghosts actually kill townspeople. But that's all hooey, Ricardo says. Even if you believe in ghosts, what does it have to do with us?
Ricardo is a wise man.
Yeah, he's a dick. No, he's a dick. All the stories have one...
Ricardo said Indiana Jones entering frame.
Every time I say Ricardo, though, I think of Ricardo Montalban from Wrath of Khan. All the stories have one thing in common, you answer. They all talk about horrible moans, just like the ones we're hearing. Just then, as if on cue, a moan drifts into the cabin. Everyone is silent for a moment. Then Ricardo says, "Well, I'm ready to go look around if you are." He doesn't sound quite as certain as he did before. Lisa, though, sounds surer than before. "Not me," she says curtly. I've started doing voices. "Okay, here we go. If you decide you'd rather stay in the cabin, Mick, and try to ignore whatever is moaning outside, turn to page 6. If you decide to investigate the eerie sounds, go to the next page." Okay, so we can either stay in the cabin and be safe, or we can investigate the sounds.
Oh wait, is this this is Horrifying Ridge? This isn't Indiana Jones one?
No, it isn't.
Oh. Yeah.
One question before we make a decision. Is there enough booze in the cabin to last us for the night?
Yeah, that's right. We need booze and Bavarian sausage to keep us going.
Mick, they're children. And I don't really understand why the children are on their own.
Does it say they're children, though?
No, it doesn't. But
no.
Does it not sort of feel that they are kids? No?
No, they're not. I mean, there's this guy sitting in his parlor chair reading a book, in a cabin in the woods. I mean, what the fuck? That's not
I thought you said hand job at one point as well.
What?
No.
Alright.
That's just your brain.
I'm hearing things, I'm just reacting to them.
So, okay, so we've got Morgana says go look around and investigate. I Like Ghosts says go check it out.
Lol. So she's got a little bit of trepidation. She has a little lol. We can't take that. Scrub that one out.
Mick, I know what yours is. You want to go outside, don't you?
No, I want to stay in.
But you just said that you wanted to go and investigate.
Yeah, I know, but that was before all the horrible moments.
I'm guaranteeing that we'll turn to that page if we stay in and it'll be like, nothing happens, the end.
Someone's just put in in a comment in our video, Glasgow thanks you. That's nice. Maybe I could do with the key to the city. That'd be great.
That'd be good. Right, so, Callum, what you want to do?
I'm going outside, motherfucker.
Alright, I'm afraid, Mick, we've got too many votes for outside.
I'm staying inside, though. I'm not going out.
Oh, wait. What's he doing changing his decision? He was the one saying go outside.
I know, but then he shat it. When the choice actually came up, he was like, no, I'm not going out there.
Fucking indecisive Dutch. Do it.
Alright.
We're going out.
Okay, so we're going outside. Let's go, you announce. I really don't think there's anything too awful out there.
Do we have a weapon?
You're kidding, says Lisa.
Improvising a shiv.
Come on, Lisa. You don't believe in ghosts and spooks and stuff like that, do you? It's probably just some kid practicing for Halloween, or a rusty gate swinging in the wind. A rusty?
She's going to die first.
A rusty gate? Lisa is really upset now. And yes, I do believe in ghosts. At least I don't disbelieve in them. And I am not going out there. Lisa crosses her arms and turns away. Hold on.
The That was smooth.
I get tangled up in a million things. Ricardo, don't just sit there. Help me talk some sense into Lisa. Yeah, this is definitely from the 70s.
That's Ricardo. Typical.
There is no wind, Ricardo says gravely.
You jive turkey.
Huh? I said there's no wind. What does that have to do with anything? That means it can't be a creaky gate.
Are you starting to do a bit of an accent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not go down this path.
Lisa faces you again.
Ay caramba.
I told you so. Ricardo, that's not much help. You stop in consternation. You don't know what to do. Everybody is silent for a few minutes. Finally, you have an idea, but before you can say anything, you smell kerosene. Then the room plunges into darkness.
The room?
Turn to page 9.
We were going outside, right?
Yeah,
But the room's been set on fire.
I don't. It definitely said if you decide to investigate the eerie sounds, go on to the next page. It sounds like bullshit. It sounds like either way they're like not letting you.
It sounds like Mick is going to set fire to the place to spite the people that have gone outside.
Yeah.
If you're so keen on going outside, then I'm going to burn this place down.
Don't panic, anybody. That doesn't make sense. It's only the lamp. It just ran out of kerosene. Why don't you get electricity like everyone else? Lisa, you're right, Mick. This guy owns the cabin.
Yeah.
Lisa sounds really angry. Ricardo is chuckling to himself. I told you. Oh no, a minute. This is me. I told you, you reply angrily. I like the old-time feel of the cabin the way it is. It's just like when it was my great uncle's. It wouldn't be the same with electricity. Except for the darkness in the cabin, everything is as it was before. You have forgotten what you were going to say. Then out of the blackness comes the moaning sound. Your chest feels cold. You hear another noise mixed in with the moans. Do you hear that? You whisper. What? The moans? Lisa asks. Shh, says Ricardo. Yes, I hear it too. Cries for help. I hear it now, Lisa says after a pause. Let's go. I don't know why she's got that voice, but that's what's happening. Alright guys, we've got a decision coming up. You all run to your rooms and hastily dress in warm clothes. The night air is cold in the mountains. As you race out the door, you suddenly realise you don't know where you're going or what you're doing. Wait a minute, you say. What are we doing? We're going to help whoever is calling for help, of course. Wait a minute. Who the fuck was calling for help?
Are you sure you went to the right page?
I better have.
This is a very confusing
No,
situation.
definitely.
89.
Yeah.
As they summoned the demon.
100.
Let's do a quick recap. There's like 3 Scottish kids living in
100%.
heaven in the woods in America.
100%. 100%. I'm on the right page.
All right.
And they've just obviously no one read this after they wrote it. We're going to help whoever is calling for help, of course, responds Lisa. What about the ghosts, you ask? Remember the stories? Oh, they're just stories, Ricardo says. But maybe we should climb the church tower first and look the town over.
Your accent is slipping, Lisa replied.
I wonder if maybe we shouldn't go over to Mr. Phillips' house first.
No,
Who's he?
no.
Lisa asks. The unofficial town historian. He's lived here all his life and knows everything about High Ridge. He's also our nearest neighbour. If you decide to respond to the cries for help, okay, so you can respond to the cries for help, we can climb the church tower to look over the town, or we can head to Mr. Phillips, the unofficial town historian's house, who's next door by all accounts.
Right.
I think Mr. Phillips will have a bottle of good bourbon, so let's go.
I think Mr. Phillips has got more than that for them.
Aye.
Been away from that.
So
yeah.
you're right. So Mick, you're saying go to Mr. Phillips' house?
Definitely.
You don't want to investigate the cries for help. What if someone's hurt?
No.
Yeah, well, it's probably Mr. Phillips has done it. James Phillips Saville.
We already have established if it's either a kid practicing for Halloween or a rusty gate, so it's fine.
Right.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Right. What about
There's
the
nothing out
people?
there.
What about the people in the chat? Are we going to respond to the cries for help.
Someone says, should I subscribe? Yes.
Yes, Leo.
The answer to that is yes.
Yes.
So,
Do you like what you see?
for everyone in the chat, do we investigate the cries for help? Do we climb the church tower, or do we go over to Mr. Phillips' house?
Nah, see, the dangerous thing is, if you climb the tower, there could be a shooter.
That's fine, Leo. We won't hold it against you.
Yeah, we don't need you, Lou.
Right. We're just going to go check the cries for help, Morgan.
Yeah, Gary thinks that the Bizarre Moans are Savile as well. A lot of people are saying go check the cries for help.
I lose again. Fine.
Right, we'll go and check the cries for help then.
Is there any chance it's outside the BBC building?
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
I don't like the fact that you checked one page and then went back just out of. Nah, that's pretty like shit.
No, it's a really short page, so
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, I just wanted to say you're dead.
right. We have to go to whoever's calling for help, you say finally. Good, Lisa responds.
In a man's voice.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, if I were calling for help, I'd hope somebody would come. Me too, Ricardo says.
Michael, where is Ricardo from?
Transylvania. I am coming to suck your blood. Come with me, Lisa. We shall investigate the clock tower. Van Helsing, you devilish beast.
Let's get some warm clothes and get going.
They just did that.
Just as you are ready to leave, you hear a knock on the front door. Without thinking, you open it. In walks an old Indian.
Native American.
Is he bringing curry?
Good evening.
It's Gandhi.
Hold on. Good evening. I can't do it. Hold on.
Put on that feather in your hair behind you.
Good evening, he says. I am Chief Walking Eagle. This is really offensive.
Yeah.
I have been dead for 100 years. I need your help.
Someone coming.
That's quite. Turn to page 28.
Right, what's the date on this book, though? Can we just clarify before we go any further, so that any racial epithets that are in it are not down to us?
83.
Well, I mean, like, I suppose like Eddie Murphy and Rick James and Prince and stuff like that were taking a hold at that point, so I suppose it was gradually getting pushed out.
I know.
If it'd been 84, then the book probably would have been a bit more sensitive.
No.
I played this once before, and as far as I remember, it's quite brutal, so the chances are this won't last much longer. So don't worry, everyone. It's nearly over.
Both the children lie bludgeoned and dead.
I know. Dead for 100 years, Ricardo exclaims. Yes, please sit down, my friends. A ghost has just walked in.
Yeah.
And he's just like...
But they're okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything looks fine.
Please sit down, my friends. I will explain. I will answer your questions when I am done.
You've ruined Callum, Michael. You've ruined him.
I can't help it. Go back, Callum.
Yeah, you can help it.
Well, I need to do accents.
No, you don't. It's all talking Scottish in the middle.
Hundreds of years of persecution and been driven from the land and they've been reduced to that fucking accent.
Alright.
Yeah, that's
when prospectors founded this town 100 years ago. I've changed the accent now. They made peace.
Why hype it?
Right.
These fucking scouts.
When prospectors founded this town.
Native American from Wales.
I know. When prospectors found Look, how,
Sorry, carry on.
how are we going to get through this?
I don't
Try
know.
any accent.
When prospectors founded this town 100 years, I've lost it years ago,
Yeah.
they made peace with the local Indians and left them. And are you telling me I shouldn't do any accents now? Is that what you're saying?
It depends on the accents, I'll be honest.
What?
It depends on the accents, I'll be honest.
I'm going to keep going.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
When prospectors founded the town 100 years ago, there you go, I've got out the accent now, they made peace with the local Indians and left them a plot of land near the town. It was a sacred site for my people. I'll just stop the accents. One night the prospectors, celebrating a gold strike, were drinking heavily. That night was a ceremonial event for my tribe, who sang as they marched to the sacred site with their ceremonial object. The prospectors descended on the Indians and massacred them. The next day, they mined the site, taking the gold they found and burying all else under rock piles. You can't trust the white man.
Yeah.
When the rest of the tribe retaliated, they were also wiped out. What happened later I do not understand, but now 3 times it has come to pass that those who were killed were compelled to return to kill one another over and over again from midnight until dawn. Even worse, they also kill the people who live in the town.
I told you we should have just stayed inside.
It would be. It just keeps
It's
leading
gonna be
back
over
to the
at
same
dawn,
page.
It will stop when someone, perhaps you, removes one of the ceremonial objects buried at the sacred site and parades it through town. The spirits will follow it back to the sacred site, where I will perform a special ceremony. This, and only this, will stop the horror in High Ridge. Okay, so we've got to find a sacred object,
Okay.
parade it round town, and like Pied Piper, and get all the spirits to follow them. And then this Native American dude will cast a spell or something.
Apparently.
Right, okay. As the chief finishes his speech, his appearance alters slightly. At first you aren't sure what is different. Then you notice he's disappearing. You, Ricardo, and Lisa are speechless. You know what they are thinking, the same thing as you are. Will you obey the chief's request? If you decide to help the chief, turn to page 40. If you decide that helping the chief is too scary, turn to page 52. There's the chief.
Where's he? Oh.
That accent does fit his face.
So do you want to help him, or do you want to just ignore him?
Well, you know my answer to that.
Ignore him.
Definitely.
Turn around, bright eyes.
If there's some Native American guy just barging into my house and telling me I should dig up some weird object, I'm not going to do that.
Callum?
I don't know, it's tough. Do you know what? I'm going to help the guy out.
You want to help the guy out?
Fine, we'll help the guy.
He's had
Oh,
enough. He's had enough shit.
Anna says help him.
We'll go.
Yeah.
So
We're brave.
It looks like you're outvoted then, right? If you decide to help the chief, you know, if everyone listened to Mick, you'd survive longer.
Yeah, but we'd just be in circles. We'd just be constantly putting fucking wood in the fire like we were in that game the last time and doing nothing but putting wood in the fire. The room got
But
cozy.
we survived for so long.
The room got cozy. But then the thing is, we finally did go outside and it was like, you found a pile of sticks.
Anna's trying to put us all in danger. Well, that's lovely.
We can handle that shit, right? This ain't nothing to us. Someone needs to put their phone on silent.
That's me.
Chocolate.
Right, okay. We have to help, Ricardo says. Yes, Lisa adds. There's no way we can turn him down. Exactly what I was thinking, you say. I suppose we ought to grab some shovels and head over to the sacred site he was talking about. Do you know where it is? I think so. You know, it's strange. I've been there several times just walking around and I always felt uncomfortable. It's as though there's something evil there. I guess I know why now. Sounds like a wonderful place, Lisa says. We
So
better
that's the
go.
bitch.
we, we
What
better
bitch?
go. We better go, Ricardo says. You head out the door, you and Lisa, with shovels over your shoulders. Ricardo carrying 2 flashlights. Greedy bastard.
So is she carrying the shovels and he's carrying the flashlight?
Aye, Ricardo's just kicking about like that. Hey!
Oh, look at this! Projected up on the wall.
The moaning continues, but now that you know what causes it, it doesn't bother you as much. I don't know why it wouldn't bother you as much. It would still terrify the shit out of you.
It's like they just hear that everybody in time will get killed, and nah, it's fine.
Well,
That's
it's kind of like,
nonsense.
have you ever heard a fox scream?
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite an unsettling thing, but as soon as you know it's a fox, it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah,
Yeah, but this is not a fox. This is Indian
A
ghosts
ghost.
that want to kill you.
yeah.
It's on the same level.
Yeah.
One's real, one isn't.
When you, the moaning continues, but now that you know what causes it, it doesn't bother you as much. When you reach the site, Lisa turns to you. I see what you mean. This place feels awful. We'd better get to work, Ricardo says. Any idea where to dig? Nope. Might as well try.
End of
Might as well try here then, he says, as he digs into a small child's grave. Sorry, that bit wasn't there.
Mike, can you please tell us where you think Ricardo is from? When you do his accent, where is he from?
Where's Mahego?
I don't know.
Carl,
Okay.
Hamilton Water
Try to
Palace.
get into trouble. Right. You take turns digging and holding the flashlights, but you don't find anything. Hours later, just before dawn, you are tired, sore, and disappointed. Lisa calls,
Standard.
Lisa calls for a break and a conference.
Oh, I bet she does. At which point Lisa calls for a conference. Oh,
I suppose we have to keep digging until we run out of time. I wonder if there's another way to do this. You heard the chief. Ricardo
The John
says.
Matrix.
You see after a pause, I had a thought. Mrs. Grundy gave me the key to the library this morning. I wonder if we could find more clues there, now that we have some more information. Okay, so we can either go to the library, or if you think the chief told you all you need to know, keep digging.
Did he really just hand out keys to the library, though?
Well, obviously.
But
It's this backwater hick town.
Unless this is a ruse just so he can murder his 2 friends and then claim it was the Indian ghosts.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the library.
I think one person should go to the library and
read both pages.
yeah.
Split up, maximize their time. I think we should go to the library.
Yeah,
on
that's
that
the
note,
library.
I'm going to get another drink.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we'll wait until you get back, Cam.
Oh, thanks very much.
We'll sit in abject silence. Right, Mick?
Hi. Yeah, shall we just...
Silence now. It'd be funny if someone actually came into the live stream at this point. 2 men staring at each other. We're having a staring competition.
Yeah, it's gonna take 12 hours.
I'm not convinced these Choose Your Own Adventure books are well suited for a live stream.
What does the chat think? Because I don't think it's pretty well suited either.
No, because this is the second time we've tried to do one, and I think it would really depend on the book, like how well written it is, or like how engaging it is. And I don't know. It seems. I think it's a bit too slow paced for a live stream. Like I think you can get away with doing like a reading of something, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, last live stream we were staring at a text adventure for 2 hours.
Yeah,
So,
but that was hilarious.
That was a good one.
That was really good. That's really what we need to find, stuff like that, I think, for future ones. Where's Callum? When we hurry up?
Callum is getting a drink, but I think he still has to
Imagine he didn't
distill
come back.
Callum,
He might not come back.
I think he's had it.
I know. And he's got the buttons. He's got the buttons.
We'll be streaming forever.
I know. Remember when we used to... Hold on.
Well, hey, there he is. Hello, Callum.
Can I just say, by the way, before we continue, that for any Star Wars fans out there today, is May the 4th.
Yeah, I know.
So, congratulations to any of you guys out there that are celebrating that.
It's also the day that the Dutch celebrate all the fallen people in World War II. I mean, not celebrate, remember. Like,
come together, celebrate. Oh shit!
We have this remembrance thing, so it's pretty weird to see everybody raving on about Star Wars when this is like our national day of mourning.
That's quite an unfortunate coincidence.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh.
Apparently, this isn't like a Ghastly Tales plug or anything, but apparently, if you go to the Cat House tonight, there's a special Star Wars night. The first 100 people in get a free lightsaber.
Really?
Yep, bit of a
US shite one though.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? It could be a fucking real one.
Well, that would be awesome.
You'll be sorry.
Right, are we going to the library or are we keeping digging?
I thought we were going to the library. What did the chat say?
Anna said go to the library.
Well, she's right. If in doubt, listen to a woman. Said no one ever.
Right. Callum, you are.
Thanks, Morgana,
you realise that the reason that we laugh at Rick James is because he was a bit of an idiot.
What?
I was Mick that said that, it wasn't me.
No, it was you.
No, she's right. I was saying to go to the library earlier on.
Right. Okay, so let's go to the library then.
Definitely.
Get some books.
Get a reading on.
I'm still wondering why we've got the key. Did we acquire the key earlier on? Or
I can't believe we're not following the word of the dead Native American chief.
Yeah, well, we're going to the library. I mean, things have moved on since the dead Native American chief.
Hold on. Alright. Look, I'm sure the chief wants us to succeed. He wouldn't steer us wrong. You mean keep digging? Lisa asks. Right, you respond. But I'm all blistered. No, a minute, sorry. But I'm all blistered. Which also complains.
We're not allowed to go to the library?
And my shoulders are killing me. Take a break then. Go sit down for a little while. Take a walk around. Wait a minute. Have I went to the wrong page?
Yeah,
quite possibly.
We were going to the library, right?
Yeah, I'm sure I followed the right one. I definitely followed the right one. This is good viewing.
Imagine this ends up getting more disliked than the Ghostbusters trailer. And we can't use the misogyny defense either.
Oh no, right. I'm reading the wrong page, everyone. Sorry. Oh, I broke the immersion. Oh,
the Indian chief is coming for you.
Right. You run to the library. You meet no ghosts on the way. Well, that's handy.
Well, that's fortunate.
When you let yourself in the massive door, you are startled by Mrs. Grundy's voice. Who's there? When you let yourself in, she's relieved to find out it's you and starts to tell you about her terrifying night and her decision to hide in the library. Normally, you would just listen to her quietly. She's a forceful woman, used to dominating the conversation, much like Callum. To her surprise, you tell her your story. I'm not sure I believe a word of what you're saying, she says when you're finished. But after what I saw tonight, with my own eyes... She drifts into silence for a minute, then says, what about the mysterious statue of the Indian chief upstairs in the museum?
Mick's camera's gone off.
What? Is it still off?
Yeah.
I tried to rejoin.
Mick, wait till the end of the live stream. We have told you.
It's all right. It's stuck on a really nice
picture of him holding his stick.
But you can't hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Because something went wrong and I lost connection or something for a minute. Or...
Okay.
But my cam is not on. Okay.
Right, we're going upstairs to the Indian statue.
Right, we're going upstairs to the Indian statue. It's just
Right,
like,
that's where we're going.
fuck's sake.
You recall
Fucking Indian ghosts.
You recall that one day, about 100 years ago, the statue of the... You went around? The statue of the Indian chief with the tomahawk mysteriously appeared at the library. There was a strange poem on a plaque around its neck. No one has ever figured out what the words mean. The statue was moved up to the museum, installed in a glass case, and practically forgotten. You stop to read the poem preserved with the statue. Swing me twice when the glow arrives. You'll save yourself and other lives. Swing me thrice as the horror goes. You'll bring peace between the foes.
Sad,
Right, okay.
Sleepy-faced angel.
So, twice to save yourself and other lives, 3 times, and you'll bring peace between the foes. You need to remember that. Can we not get Mick back?
Just no.
I can't help but think that it's all because I said some misogynistic comments that were actually said as a joke. I don't actually believe that women should be kept in cages.
Calm's a misogynist and he shouldn't drink in live stream.
I'm
Right.
not. It's got nothing to do with the drinking.
I think we're reaching the end, hopefully.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so let's throw that back out there. We've got some people in the chat throwing some shit out there.
You sound like a really shit hospital radio DJ.
That's right. Now for
It's back out there, just throwing it to the chat.
it's like Betty in Ward D is asked for Cliff Richard. So, take it away, Cliff.
Because he once touched it. No, right.
No. Don't.
Well, there were accusations against Cliff Richard, but it never
It's
turned out.
pretty easy to make accusations about Cliff Richard. Let's be honest, he is a soft target.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Is Mick with us still?
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
still
much.
here, but I'm just manning the chat because I'm kind of, I don't know why I'm.
Look at that. I Like Ghost says we can call her LG if we want. How street is she?
That's good. Okay, LG.
I'm going to call you GL.
Hello, sleepy-faced angel.
Yeah, we're also being requested to read crappy pastas. Do you mean stuff like Sonic.exe and whatever the Majora's Mask ones?
We should get
Oh,
Sony
crap.
Ben in.
Sony Ben. Yeah, Sony Ben.
That would probably be maybe a bit more entertaining for the chat. I was saying to Mick where you
People
were
keep
gone.
saying we're entertaining. Don't break the illusion.
Alright, okay. Alright, let's keep it going then.
Look, guys,
Alright.
someone's literally just wrote "Love your channel." Let's roll with that. Let's keep the energy up. People are liking us.
Shout, I've got it. You break the case, grab the tomahawk, and race downstairs and out the door. As you run back to the sacred site to pick up Ricardo and Lisa, you wonder if there's enough time left. I have no idea what's
For
going on.
what?
With the tomahawk in your hand, you feel invulnerable until an arrow smashes through your eye. Now, you race fearlessly through the streets. At the old mining site, you find only Lisa there. Where's Ricardo? We found something. An old pipe. He went off with it. He went off with it to round up the ghosts. We didn't know if you'd had any luck. Did you find out anything? This book is terrible. You show Lisa the tomahawk and recite the poem. What do we do, though? She asks. Will it work to do both? Will Ricardo be able to do it by himself? You point to the east where the sky is beginning to lighten. Time is running out. I think I have to basically say here, right, Ricardo's he's found a relic, and he's running around town trying to gather up all the ghosts.
Right.
And we've got the tomahawk and the poem, which said that you either have to swing it twice or swing it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Twice for us to live, 3 times to make peace.
Can you read the back and see if it's a Goosebumps book by any chance?
If it's a what?
A Goosebumps book.
No, it's not. It's actually a proper choose your own adventure book.
Was it the first live stream me and you ever did where we read Goosebumps and they just went to hell in the handbasket?
Oh, that was
or
a
it like the
terrible
second
book.
one?
The thing is, though, that had like loads of riddles in it and loads of there was visual stuff in the book that you had to complete. so it didn't really work for the live stream. Right, we can either wait for Ricardo, who's rounding up the ghosts, or we can use the tomahawk. What is it, people?
Use the tomahawk.
You want to use the tomahawk?
Yes.
Callum?
Who are we going to use the tomahawk on?
Tomahawk!
Tomahawk.
Really?
Ricardo's running around town.
I don't know why Lisa's putting up with Ricardo.
I know.
Ricardo's a bit of a nagging.
Yeah, like, why is she hanging out with him? You could do better, Lisa. You could be doing better for yourself.
So are we waiting for Ricardo, or are we going to use the tomahawk?
Tomahawk.
Tomahawk the fuck out of that situation.
Right. Alright. And no one in the chat's really saying anything about it, so...
If in doubt, tomahawk out.
Right. Let's go use it.
No,
Anna
just said use it.
Anna says use it just cause.
Good. Use it.
Right.
Let's go get us some Indian ghosts with it.
Are you sure? I don't see anyone. Yes, I'm sure. Ricardo sounds exasperated. Look again.
As usual.
I lost his accent. You're sure you'll see... You're sure you'll see... I can't even read this. You're sure you'll see nothing, but when you look again, there they are. 2 figures on the cliff and 3 on the road. Before you can duck, one of the figures turns and looks right at you, or so it seems. Your heart pounds. You're right. I think one of them saw me. Let's get out of here, Lisa says. You want to leave urgently, but you wonder if you were really seen. Maybe leaving will attract too much attention. Okay, we either leave or we stay put.
Leave.
We leave.
Yeah.
I think you're dragging it out. I think if you leave, guys, you're supposed to be trying to... Right, okay. Right, tell you how to leave. Okay. We're leaving then. Let's go, Ricardo says. You nod and the 3 of you start silently filing back the way you came. Nothing happens, even though it seems as if the world is going to come crashing down on you. When you get back to the slide, you are astounded. You're astounded.
Face down, ass stopped.
When you get back to the slide, you are astounded to find the Jeep gone. What does that... It doesn't make any sense. There's been no fucking Jeep.
What, he just tomahawked it out there?
Lisa discovers a rock with a note on it. Have taken Jeep. County will reimburse expense.
What is it, 1970s cop? Freeze! I'm commandeering your vehicle. Sleepy faced angel, have a good night.
See you later, sleepy faced angel. What do we do now? Ricardo wails.
Changing his accent again.
Yeah, the sheriff must have gone up to town in our Jeep. They didn't have a fucking Jeep. Let's take his car, you say.
They're not kids. I told you they're not kids.
I know, but it doesn't make sense. I'm sure it's on the other side of the slide. We can go to Barton City and send a highway crew up to clear the road. Besides, I'd just as soon get out of here. Same here, says Lisa. Ricardo looks relieved. Ricardo looks relieved too. And when you are sure you made the right decision, when you read in the newspaper the next day about the disappearance of the sheriff and the other horrors that happened in High Ridge during the night. So we basically didn't save anyone.
Yes!
That's standard.
I like this. So, by the way, is my cam back on? Or?
No, not yet. Sorry.
Because
I've got Sonic EXE here. Should I read a terrible creepypasta by request?
If you want to, mate.
Well,
should I try to rejoin maybe? Or
try and rejoin. Me and Mike can keep things going ourselves.
Well, how would you like to do that, Cam? Do you want to play a game of rock, paper, scissors?
Let's just be ourselves, mate. Let's just let our natural repertoire come onto the screen.
Nice earphones.
Thanks very much. I like your earphones. I can't really see them, but I like them.
No, they're not very good.
No, they're nice. Apparently, people can see Mick. Can you see him?
Nope.
I just see him in my mind.
No, I cannot see him.
All right. Well, should we read? Mick's cam has been on this whole time. Fucking mental. Well, Gary is the voice of reason.
Well, if Gary says so, then so be it.
Shall I read this then?
I'm concerned.
Is Mick still there? Mick's still there, yeah?
Mick. No, he's gone now. It
He was there.
It was working. It was working perfectly, and we just ruined it.
Oh well, let's wait for him to come back. But yeah, I suppose to recap, we've got a few new people here. Obviously, the other one where we're talking about the Ghostbusters trailer. Like, I'm not against it because obviously there's like apparently his is off and so's mine, right?
What's up?
They can only see one cam now. Can you see it if I clicked it?
Just me.
Apparently, this is you.
I've taken over the world.
Big blue house.
I have taken over the world.
Yep.
Finally.
Right, now you've frozen for me. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
Alright, oh, we're fine. We're fine. Okay.
Should we?
So,
okay.
Can we just check that we've got Mick back?
Am I here?
Yeah.
Well, am I?
Apparently. Sorry. Go back over what we're talking about. Do you think you'll just go and see it out of curiosity, or do you think it'll be too painful?
What?
Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
I don't think I will go and see it unless money is no
object
for me at that point. Then
this might be a bit of a silly question, but has anyone seen Bridesmaid?
Yeah.
Nope.
I hear it's quite good.
It's okay. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as people made out. It was just, I think it was more a case of people were like, oh, it's the female hangover. It was okay.
Right.
You know, it was decent enough, but I didn't think it was amazing like a lot of people did. I think sometimes people talk up films.
Yeah.
Just because they are doing something that's maybe important.
Mm.
You know, like showing that that you can have a film full of female leads and still the film can still be profitable.
Well, of course you can. I think this is the thing.
But the system doesn't make it appear that way.
Well, this thing that's kind of stupid though, because like now you get you get comedians like Sarah Silverman and stuff that totally play up to the fact that they're women who actually aren't even that good comedians, but they're actually just playing up on the fact that they're women. And if anything, actually, I think it kind of like devalues the women that have come before them that have actually been pretty credible comedy. Do you know what I mean?
Like
yeah, although sometimes I find Sarah Silverman funny. It just depends.
Yeah, I just don't think anyone should trade on their gender. I think they should just trade on who they are. Like, not to say that someone can't be proud for being a woman, but I think it's pointless if it's something that you haven't picked. You've not got any say in the genetic lottery. So if you're funny, you're just funny. You're not necessarily like a funny woman.
Like for instance, look at Absolutely Fabulous.
Yeah.
That show is awesome. It's really funny. And how are they called?
Jennifer Saunders.
Yeah. And their stuff is really good actually. So it is already out there. It is already possible. So it's not like. And also, I think Absolutely Fabulous isn't really that much about gender, to be honest.
No, not really. It's more about a generational thing. But yeah.
Let's look at fucking Victoria Wood that just died as well. Her stand-up's absolutely brilliant. And then you got people, going on about the fact that she's a strong woman in comedy. She's just a good comedian. Like you don't even need to bring that in. It almost devalues them.
Hello, Gabe.
Yeah.
You have an awesome name.
Anyway, should we do some stupid creepypasta?
Yes.
We certainly can. I think I'm going to hit the hay soon though. But
right. Okay. Well, we can go after this. I'm leaving at 20 to 6 tomorrow morning, so I will probably be doing the same. Right, hang on. I'm going to get myself ready.
I'll just keep the stream going by myself.
Yeah, mate.
Journey into Mick's mind. Hang on.
Right,
so I wonder what creepypasta we're going to read.
I don't know, but he's trying to get creepy.
Oh, maybe the monitors are too bright.
No worries, LG. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought this was going to work, but it's not.
Oh, it's very scary.
Oh, well.
I know. Whitey McQuaid.
Yeah, I know. You can't get any more Milky White than this. Right. So, I suppose one to pick would probably be Sonic EXE. It seems to be like the gaming ones are amongst the worst.
How long is it, though?
It's not that long at all. I've scrolled down it very quickly. I can stop, though, at any point.
Yeah, I'll just stop doing this.
If you're sick of it, or this just looks terrible. I'm going to turn the light back on. Hang on.
Oh, Callum, you're really like keeping us hanging.
I know. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's ready. Right. Here we
Kind
go.
of master of suspense.
So,
I know. This is hey, Callum McPhail's about to break his narration cherry. This is the first time he's ever narrated something.
Ooh.
On you go, Callum.
Sonic EXE.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a total Sonic the Hedgehog fan, much like
We
everyone
know,
else.
Callum. We know.
I like the newer games, but I don't mind playing the classics. I don't think I've ever played glitchy or hacked games before, though I don't think I want to play any after the experience that I had, ellipsis, ellipsis, ellipsis.
You sound like Pamzo.
Oh, don't, mate. Like, oh, hey guys, don't
Oh,
get
that's
into
not
that.
nice.
You brought it up, you brought it up.
I just said you sounded like him.
Yeah, well, don't. It started on a nice summer afternoon. I was playing Sonic Unleashed. I liked how you get to explore towns in it. Oh, that was a
What is he
bracket.
doing? Playing video games in a nice summer afternoon.
Yeah, nerd.
Fucking hell.
Until I noticed you're completely destroying the immersion of this masterwork of horror.
Sorry, Callum.
Continue.
I'll shut up.
Yeah. Okay. Until I noticed out of my peripheral vision that the mailman had arrived and put something in my mailbox, as usual, and left. I paused my game to go see.
Was it shit?
Yeah, that's right. It turns out
Okay.
he wasn't the mailman. I was being perpetually bullied ever since high school. I paused my game to go see what I got in the mail. Ellipsis, ellipsis, ellipsis. The only thing in the mailbox was a CD case for computers. Who lives at his house called Computers, and a note. I took it inside. I looked at the note first and realised it was from my dear friend Kyle. Let's just call him that. Who I hadn't heard from in 2 weeks. Fucking hell. I know that because I recognised his handwriting, though what was weird is how it looked. It looked badly written and scratchy, and somewhat difficult to read, as if Kyle was having a hard time writing it down and did it in a hurry. This is what he wrote.
Fucking Kyle.
Tom, I can't take it anymore. I had to get rid of this thing somehow before it was too late, and I was hoping you'd do it for me. I can't do it. He's after me, and if you don't destroy the CD, he'll come after you too. He's too fast for me. Oh, Sonic, you
Oh,
motherfucker.
Sonic.
Sonic.
Gotta go fast.
Okay, please, Tom, destroy this godforsaken disc before he comes after you two. It's too late for me. Destroy the disc and you'll destroy him, but do it quick, otherwise he'll catch you.
Add your rings.
Don't even play the game. It's what he wants. Just destroy it, please. Ellipsis, ellipsis, ellipsis. Kyle. Well, that was certainly weird. Even though Kyle is my best friend, and I haven't seen him in 2 weeks, I didn't do what he asked me. I didn't think that a simple gaming disc would do anything bad to him. After all, it's just a game, right? Boy, was I wrong about that. Anyway, fucking capitals out the ass.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just fucking using the capitals correctly. Anyway, I looked at the disc and it looked like any ordinary computer CDR disc, except it had black marker on it written Sonic.exe. And it was in block capitals as well. And it was much unlike Kyle's handwriting, meaning that he must have gotten it from someone else, like a pawn shop or eBay. When I saw Sonic on the writing on the CD, I was actually excited to play it. Since I'm a big Sonic fan, I went up to my room and turned on my computer and put the disc in and installed the game. When the title screen popped up, I noticed that the first Sonic game. I noticed it was the first Sonic game. I was like, awesome, because like I said earlier, I like the classics. The first thing I noticed that was out of place was when I pressed start, there was a split second when I saw the title image turned into something much different, something that I now considered horrifying, before cutting to black. I remembered what the image looked like in that split second before the game cut to black. Semicolon. The sky had darkened.
You don't need to read out the punctuation.
Oh, sorry. The sky had darkened. The title emblem was rusted and ruined. The Sega 1991 was now instead Sega 666.
Oh Christ!
And the water turned red like blood.
Turn it off!
And the water turned red like blood, except it looked hyper-realistic.
Hyper-realistic.
Mm.
And he drank some water.
No, it's actually gin. But the freakiest thing that was in that split-second frame was Sonic. His eyes were pitch black and bleeding, with two glowing red dots staring right at me, and his smile had stretched wider up to the edge of his face. I was really disturbed about that image when I saw it, though I figured that it was just a glitch and forgot about it. After it cut to black, it stayed like that for about 10 seconds or so, and then another weird thing happened. The save file select from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 popped up, and I was like, what the fuck? What's this doing in the first Sonic game? Anyway, then I noticed something off. The background was dark cloudy sky of the Bad Stardust Speedway level from Sonic CD, and there was only 3 save files. The music was that creepy Caverns of Winter music from Earthbound, only it was extended and seemed to have been in reverse. And the image for this full stop and starting a sentence with and.
You can start a sentence with and, it's not a problem.
Not this way. And the image for the save file where you see a preview of the level you're on is just red static for all 3 lines. What freaked me out more was the character select. It showed only
It was a naked Sonic.
That's it. Sonic had his Taj out. What freaked me out more was the character select. It only showed Tails, Knuckles, and to my surprise, Dr. Robotnik. Now, I was sure that something was up. I mean, how can you play as Robotnik in a classic Sonic game, for crying out loud? That's when I realised this wasn't That's when I realised this wasn't a glitchy game. It was a hacked game. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it definitely looked hacked. It was really creepy, but as a smart gamer, I wasn't scared. Brackets, or at least I tried not to be. I told myself that it was just a hack game and there was nothing wrong with that. Anyways, shaking off the creeped out feeling, I picked file 1 and those Tails and chose Tails when I selected and got started. The game froze for about 5 seconds and I heard a creepy pixelated laugh. A pixelated laugh, guys. Bitmap, motherfuckers. Anyway, I heard a creepy pixelated laugh that sounded an awful lot like that Kefka guy from Final Fantasy before cutting to black. Damn, your references are obscure. That wasn't in the story. The screen stayed black for about 10 seconds or more, then it showed the typical level title thing, except the simplistic shapes were different shades of red, and the text showed only Hell Act 1. The screen faded in and the level title vanished before revealing Tails in the Green Hill Zone from Sonic 1. The music was different though. It sounded like a peaceful melody in reverse. Anyway, I started playing and had Tails running around like you would in any of the classic Sonic games. What was odd was that Tails was running along the level. There was nothing but flat ground and a few trees for at least 5 minutes. That was when the peaceful music started to lower down into slow, deep tones, very slowly as I kept going. I suddenly saw something and stopped to see what it was. It was one of the small animals lying dead on the ground bleeding. Brackets. That was when the music started to slow down. Tails had a shocked and saddened look in his face that I never saw him have before. So I had to have him move along. And he kept that worried look in his face. As he kept moving, I saw more dead animals. As Tails moved past them, looking more and more worried as the music lowers and he moves past more dead animals. I was shocked to see how they all died. They looked like somebody killed them in rather gruesome ways. A squirrel was hanged on a tree with what appeared to be his entrails hanging out. A bunny had 4 of his limbs torn off, and a duck had his eyes gouged out and his throat slit.
Now Kevin is really enjoying himself.
I know. He's like,
when the animals start dying, he gets all happy.
I felt sick to my stomach when I saw that massacre, and apparently so did Tails. After a few more seconds, there were no more animals, and the music seemed to have stopped. I still kept Tails to continue. You know, after a minute passed after the music stopped, Tails was running up a hill, and then he stopped. It wasn't until I saw why. Sonic was there on the other side of the screen with his back against Tails with his eyes closed. Tails looked happy to see Sonic, but then his smile faltered, obviously noticing that Sonic wasn't responding to him. He did have his back turned to you, mate. And I noticed that it wasn't even moving my keyboard to make him move, so it had to have been a cutscene. Suddenly I began to have a growing feel of dread as Tails walked closer to Sonic to get his attention. I felt that Tails was in danger and something bad was going to happen. I heard faint static grow louder as Tails was but inches away from Sonic and stopped and stuck his hand out to touch him. That foreboding feeling in my gut was growing stronger, and I felt the urge to tell Tails to get away from Sonic as the static grew louder. Suddenly, in a split second, I saw Sonic's eyes opened, and they were black with those red glowing dots, just like the title image, though there wasn't a smile. When that happened, the screen turned black and the static sound was off. It stayed black for about 7 seconds, and the white text appeared, forming a message saying, "Hello, do you want to play with me?" At this point, I was creeped out. I didn't want to continue with the game, but curiosity got the better of me when I was taken to a different level, with the title now reading, Hide and Seek. The time I was in the Angel Island level from Sonic 3. Everyone remember that one? And it looked like everything was on fire. Tails looked as though he was scared out of his wits this time. He actually looked at me and made frantic gestures to me as if he wanted to get out of this area. He was in as fast as possible. I was starting to get freaked out by this. I mean, Tails was actually breaking the fourth wall.
I think Tails is the reader in this story.
Trying to tell me to get him out of there. Sorry, I need to take a drink. This is heavy going. So, I pressed down on the arrow key as hard as I could and made him run as fast as he could. And a pixelated version of that creepy theme when you meet Shadow at the Ark as Robotnik from SA2, which I assume is Sonic Adventure 2, was playing as I made Tails trek through the desolate forest, trying to help him escape from whatever he's fucking hell. I'm actually having to proofread this as I go. Suddenly I heard that creepy laughing again, that awful Kafka laugh. It's Kafka, mate. Kafka, Frank Kafka. Anyway.
No, he's talking about Tom Kafka.
Frank Kafka.
I know. Let's get a bit of existentialism up in this motherfucker. Anyway, right after 10 seconds have passed as I helped Tails run through the forest, and then I started seeing flashes of Sonic popping everywhere on the screen, again with those black and red eyes. The music changed to that suspenseful drowning jingle as I see Sonic behind Tails slowly gaining up on him. Flying! Sonic wasn't running, he was actually flying.
My God.
The flying pose his sprite was making looked very similar to Metal Sonic's flying pose in Sonic CD, except it was just Sonic and he had black and red eyes again, only this time he had the most deranged looking grin on his face. It looked as though he was actually enjoying the torment he was giving the poor little fox as he gained up on him. Suddenly, when Tails tripped, brackets another cutscene, the music stopped and Sonic vanished. Tails lay there and started
Sonic vanished?
Yeah.
I did.
Sonic vanished.
Yeah, about a mantelpiece.
Yeah. Tails laid there and started crying for about 15 seconds. The scene was rather unsettling to watch, and I kind of teared up myself. But then Sonic appeared right in front of Tails, and Tails looked up in horror. Blood started to come down those blackened eyes of Sonic's as a grin slowly grew from his face. He looked down at the horrified fox. I could do nothing but watch.
No!
Dear God.
Just in a split second, Sonic lunged at Tails right before the screen went black. There was a loud screeching noise that only lasted 5 seconds. The text returned, only this time it said, "You're too slow. Want to try again?" And then that god-awful laugh came with it.
The god-apple laugh.
Yeah, I fucked that up. Much like this story. Anyway, I was so shocked by what had happened. Did Sonic murder Tails? No, he couldn't have. He and Tails were supposed to be best friends, right?
Yeah.
Why did Sonic do that to him? I shook this shock off and I was brought back to the character select. The save file that had Tails was different. Tails was no longer in the box itself, but in the TV screen itself, which was flickering with the red static. Why was it a TV screen if he was on the computer? Anyway.
You will never know.
Yeah, exactly. This story is fucking layers upon layers. Anyway, Tails' expression scared me. His eyes were black and bleeding. His orange fur had gone black and had an expression of anguish on his face.
Everything's black, right?
Black or red, mainly.
Yeah.
Trying to. They're the scariest colors. Trying to ignore it, I picked. Trying to ignore it, I picked Knuckles next. Fucking capitals in the middle of sentences keep throwing me off. The laugh came again, and the screen cut to black and stayed there for about 10 seconds. This time the level said, "You can't run!" I was really freaked out by now. I couldn't really tell if this was a glitch or a hack or some kind of sick, twisted joke, or anything really. But despite my fear of what happened next, I kept playing. The next level looked so much different. It had the ground of Scrap Brain Zone, but the sky background looked like the main menu. It had that dark reddish sky, but it was the music that creeped me out the most. It sounded like Giga's theme right after you beat Pokey in Earthbound.
Yeah, I know that one, yeah.
You know the one,
Yeah,
you know. That Boy Slim did the remake. Anyway, I also noticed that
Whoever
Knuckles...
wrote this is a massive Sonic fan.
Yeah, they're fucking deep into it, and Final Fantasy and Earthbound. I also noticed that Knuckles looked afraid like Tails did, but no, not as much. More rather, he looked unnerved. He broke the fourth wall just like Tails and looked as if he wasn't sure about going on, but I made him move on anyway. He ran down the straight pathway in his dark level, and as he did, the screen started to flicker red static a couple of times. Then that maddening laugh came on again. More pixelated. We're at an all-time high for viewers. Sonic EX.
And you'll find that's definitely a pixelated laugh.
That was a good job, man. Thanks. Then after a few seconds of running, I noticed several bloodstains on the metallic ground. I felt a growing sense of fear again, thinking something horrible is going to happen to Knuckles. He looked nauseated walking down the red bloodstained road. I kept him going. Suddenly his Knuckles ran. Sonic appeared right in front of him with his black and red eyes, and the red static appeared again. When the static vanished, showing nothing but black screen with text saying capital F, capital O, lowercase u, capital N, D, capital Y, O, U. If I read that right, it says, "Found you!" I was now scared. Sonic found Knuckles already? What was going on?
What's going on here?
Anyway, red static.
I'm losing the will to live.
Okay, let me just see how much is left. Fucking hell. Yeah, there's not too much.
Yeah.
I'm actually losing the will to live, but I think I've started digesting myself. It's not because I'm hungry.
Switch to the end. Then the computer shut itself off. I couldn't turn it back no matter what I did. I sat there for maybe 25 seconds, horrified by what had just happened. Sonic is the very embodiment of evil. He tortures people who plays his games in more way than one, and when he gets bored, he drags you into the game, literally drags you to hell, where he can play with you always as his toy. I can't get this game out of my computer. I think it's stuck in there, but at least I managed to turn it back on now. After I sat there for about 25 seconds, I heard a voice right behind me like a whisper. Try to keep this interesting for me, Tom. I turned round to see where the voice came from. What I saw made me scream. Sitting on the bed, staring right in front of me, was a Sonic plushie, smiling with bloodstains under his eyes. That's an extremely abridged version of fucking Sonic EX. No problem. I think you're safe, mate.
I would have been fine with that, but it's just I'm actually really going to need to go to bed. I'm tired.
Look what I just found, guys.
Oh, I can't see your camera.
I can see you on the live stream, but it's a little bit delayed. So you're about to show me. It's a CD, and it says.
He's made Sonic EX.
No, I just found it. I just found it in the mail.
No, you didn't.
I am not kidding.
No, you didn't.
Should I put it in?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
See, right. If the first thing that comes up is hyper-realistic eyes, turn it off.
I'm going to try to put it in the computer.
Well, as
what was that?
Mike prepares us to be haunted, we should probably wind down.
I'm going to launch it now. Dear God, what is this?
What is going on? This is classic Mick.
I don't know, but you oh, he's dead.
Oh, fuck, everyone's gone.
He's dead.
Everything's gone now. It's just you.
Yep, it's just me now.
And I think possibly me. Right. Well,
Nope.
that went interesting. Yeah, no, I think it's just you.
No,
mate.
I don't think you're on this. I don't think it's just me. Something happened there. Oh no, there he is.
Yeah. Well,
you're here as well. Mick died. Well, we've now got an open spot for Ghastly Tales because it looks like Sonic destroyed Mick. It's a shame.
Oh, well, there's another opening in the team then.
I think we will wind down for this evening. Thank you very much to everyone who watched tonight. Sometimes we do these little impromptu live streams. We will try, and Mick is in the chat saying, "Found you." Right, okay, that's it.
That's capitalized incorrectly. Actually,
we're dead. We've got a whole bunch of content coming up, so please do stay tuned to the channel, and we will be back in the next video.
Thank you to everyone that joined us, and as always, the views of us are not necessarily representative of Ghastly Tales.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye. Mick, say goodbye.
Mick.
Goodbye. Thanks, Mick.
Accent.
Yeah. Did what I could. Bye, everyone. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.
Ghastly Tales.
Ghastly Tales.
All right, bye.
Ghastly Tales.